Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavitvaram Vasudev Vasutam Devam Kamsa Chanunamardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Hari Om Namaste. We are doing chapter 5. We started chapter 5 last week, and I want to give a little synopsis of this chapter before we get into this chapter. In this chapter, two different types of lifestyles are talked about. The lifestyle of a householder and the lifestyle of a renunciate monk. That is one topic. The second topic is two types of sadhana are talked about. One is the sadhana of karma yoga, and the second is the sadhana of jnana yoga. So that is another topic talked about, second topic. The third topic is what is the benefit of these sadhanas? Third. And fourth topic towards the end of this chapter is introduction to meditation, because the sixth chapter is on meditation. The aspect of karma dealt in chapters 3, 4, and 5 is going to be over at the end of this chapter. And at the end of this chapter, meditation is introduced, because the sixth chapter is Dhyana Yoga. So the first topic is two different types of lifestyles. Second topic, two different types of sadhana. Third topic, what is the fruit of this sadhana? And the fourth topic, introduction to meditation. So this is the bird's eye view in overview of chapter 5. Now we will look at the first topic in little detail. What are the two types of lifestyles? The two types of lifestyles are the life of a householder, and Bhagavan refers to that as grahasthashram. Grahasthashram, there is a life of a householder. The second lifestyle choice is the lifestyle of a sannyasi, a renunciate monk. So, two types of lifestyle, a householder and a sannyasi. What are the differences? The householder is part of the society and is allowed to possess objects, versus the lifestyle choice of a sannyasi is he or she is not part of the society and they are not allowed to possess any objects. So this is the first. The second point about these lifestyles, the householder lifestyle is considered to be pravrutti marga. Pravrutti meaning a lifestyle which is for engaging in this world, versus the lifestyle choice of a sannyasi is nivrutti marga. They are withdrawing from this world of plurality. Then the third one, brahmacharya ashram is a preparation for a grihasthashram lifestyle choice, and a vanaprastha ashram is a preparation for sannyas. So these are the basic differences between the choice of the lifestyles, and there is no third lifestyle other than this. One has to be either a householder. If not a householder, the person needs to be a sannyasi. And you know, I talk about myself. I have talked about this. I was nearing my 30th birthday. And on my 30th birthday, I went to see Swamiji. And Swamiji gave me, this is in California, in Sacramento, California. And Swamiji gave me a nice, I still remember, strawberry cheesecake. And he said, eat. It's your birthday today. And I was eating. And there was a very like dead silence. And I'm like, did I do something wrong? What is this? Swamiji was very quiet. And it was a Monday, I still remember, my birthday, 30th birthday. And I took half a day off and I went to the ashram. And I just wanted to spend time over there. They have a beautiful statue of Bhagavan Shivji in the garden. So I would like to sit and meditate. And in the altar, there is a very beautiful statue of Sri Ramakrishna Paramhamsa. It's one of my, spiritual aspirants. I always look up to Sri Ramakrishna Paramhamsa. So I wanted to spend my time with Lord Shiva and Sri Ramakrishna Paramhamsa. And Swamiji saw me in the gardens and he said, hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to be at work. I said, oh, Swamiji, it's a big day. It's a 30th birthday of mine. So I just took half a day off. I'm sitting over here. He said, oh, before you go, you come see me. I want to talk to you. So I went and he gave me the strawberry cheesecake. And halfway through eating this, because it's a heavy piece of slice, I said, Swamiji, did I do something wrong? How is Swamiji so quiet? He said, no. What I want to share is so heavy, you'll choke on this. So you better finish eating cheesecake and then I will tell you what I want to tell you. So I was like, oh my God, let me hear this. I started eating fast. And Swamiji said, take your time. I finished eating. After I was done eating, I put it in the sink, the dishes in the sink, washed my hands, had some water. And Swamiji said, ready for the talk? I said, yes. Swamiji said, in our Shastra, it is said, if you are 30 and not married, you have to take sannyas. I said, no, I'm not ready, Swamiji. Well, who's going to take care of my mom? And I had like Arjuna, I had list of reasons why I should not be a sannyasi. I said, I don't want to get married. I'm fine just the way I am. I know I'm 30, but I have a fantastic job. I have a nice home. I'm the eldest son. My younger brother is married, but that doesn't mean I have to be married. Swamiji said, no, I'm serious. Either you get married tomorrow or you become a sannyasi. And if you don't want to do either one of it, he used such strong language. He says, get the heck out of here and don't show me your face ever again. And it hurt me. I was like, oh my God, what is this? And I was a free bird. And it really hurt because I finished my work almost every day and I came to the ashram. I learned chanting and I did some seva and it was the best time of my life. My 20s, after work, I would come to the ashram, be with Swamiji, and I learned so much. Even before going to India, I had learned all the suktams from Swamiji, Taittiriya Upanishad, Katha Upanishad. I just blossomed. And then to hear that, never ever show your face again, it was a big shock. I went home and my mom had made really good food because it was my birthday and she had made all my favorite things. And she saw that my face showed some type of dismay or something. And in, Gujarati, it's a word, it's a modu, taru modu kadi jevu kem che, Why is your face like buttermilk soup or something? And I shared with my mom what happened with Swamiji. So my mom said, that's exactly what I've been trying to tell you. You go to India and study. Why are you doing the same things that we did? I had no choice. My mom and dad arranged my marriage and I got married. I, as your mother, am telling you, don't get married. Go become a sannyasi. I tell you, I have the best mother in the world. That day, when I heard that, I said, what about you? She said, you know what? I'll figure it out. And even Swamiji had said that don't ever think that you're going to take care of someone, because the one who has created us ultimately takes care of us. What audacity do we have to say that I am taking care of my mother, my spouse, my children? So that is called these two lifestyle choices. It comes from this chapter. And much later, I understood what Swamiji was saying. Until then, it really hurt me for quite some time, a whole year, because I had not studied Shastra. I had not understood scriptures. I was happy-go-lucky California bird. That's all. The youth of making money, spending money and enjoying life. That's all. Swamiji said, that's not the goal of life. That's not the purpose why we have arrived on this planet. He said there are only two lifestyle choices, because if we are in household life, we have responsibilities which will keep us on the track. And if we are sannyasi, then there is a mental fence which will prevent the mind from jumping and doing other things. These two lifestyle choices are to usher the jiva into self-evolution. Thus, there is no third choice. Those who say, oh, I want to remain bachelor my entire life, dangerous. Bhagavan Krishna does not advocate it. So I heeded to some Swamiji's advice, and me wanting to become a sannyasi, the seeds were sown on my 30th birthday. But the reason is, this is why the topic is presented in chapter 5. Because this mind is a deadly, deadly weapon that we possess. If we do not give it proper guidance, it will jump upon us and destroy us. A household life keeps the mind in checks and balance, and if not the household life, a life of renunciation keeps this mind in checks and balance. So, over here, the two lifestyles, there is a choice given to us. Okay. Now, the second topic, sadhana, two types of spiritual practices, sadhana. The two types of spiritual practices are karma yoga and jnana yoga. Now, over here, there is no choice. There is absolutely no choice. In the lifestyle, there was a choice. There is a choice. But for sadhana, no choice. Whether one is a sannyasi or whether one is a householder, one must go through a proper adjustment in life. Tune the equipment, just like we tune our car before we go on a long road trip. And the tuning of the equipment is tuning of the mind and intellect via the service of karma yoga. So karma yoga is required This sadhana of karma yoga is a must for everyone, whether a householder or a sannyasi. And the second sadhana following karma yoga is jnana yoga, the path of knowledge, because the path of knowledge depends upon the path of action, because it is only action which integrates the mind-intellect complex. Karma yoga is very simple. Ishvara, prasad buddhi, learning to accept whatever God presents in the plate of our life. It is called prasad buddhi. The second is Ishwar Arpana Buddhi. Let me offer my best to this world as an offering to the God. And the third one is let me tend to my duties and not my desires. Because if I act on my desires, the mind will inflate. But if I act upon my duties, my mind will remain where it is. There is no end to desires. When we fulfill one, the second, then third, then fourth. It is a continuous, unending, like geometrical series. It goes on and on and on and on. So three simple points of karma yoga. Ishwar Arpana Buddhi, Ishwar Prasad Buddhi, and offering, tending to duties and not desires. Very simple. And then Jnana Yoga is tuning this equipment called intellect with the very subtle understanding that the whole world is nothing but absolute truth. And sukshma buddhi is required, very subtle intellect is required. And for the subtlety of the intellect to develop, karma yoga is the means. So Bhagavan Krishna does not give choice in sadhana, but Bhagavan Krishna gives choice in the lifestyle. And even over there, he said, Arjuna, but I do not recommend sannyas. In this chapter itself, he will say, sannyas is not something that he would recommend because it is a tall order. Everybody is not fit for it. And who's Bhagavan? Bhagavan is a Mahagrahasti. He has 16,000 wives he has. So, Bhagavan has understood that to live a life of a sannyasi is not easy, Arjuna. Stay in the location, lifestyle of householder, grow in it and acquire knowledge. This is a simple introduction to this chapter. With that in mind, we can quickly look at this first shloka, even though we did 3 shlokas last week. Arjuna uvacha sannyasam karmanam krishna punaryogam cha shamsasi yachre yaretayo rekam tanme bruhi sunishchitam. Tanme, hey Krishna, bruhi sunishchitam. With great conclusiveness, you please tell me, sannyasam karmanam Krishna, the path of renunciation, sannyasam, or karmanam, the path of action, hey Krishna, punaha yogam cha samsasi. Again, Krishna, punaha meaning again, I have doubt, shamsasi, I have doubt. And hey Krishna, punaha yogam cha shamsasi. Bhagavan, you yogam shamsasi, you praise again and again action, karma yoga. Punaha yogam cha shamsasi. You are praising the path of action. Yat shreya etayorekam. Of these two, path of action and path of knowledge, please tell me which one is best. See again, 3rd chapter he had asked this. Again, 5th chapter he's asking why? Because we know Arjuna does not want to fight the war. And Bhagavan is asking him to engage in karma yoga. Bhagavan did not say you take sannyas. Bhagavan extols the knowledge aspect of sannyas dharma. But Bhagavan tells Arjuna, do karma. And Arjuna is confused. To Arjuna, a lifestyle choice of a sannyasi sounds better because he's not part of the society. He can renounce everything and walk out. But it is too late. Arjuna is already a householder. How can he renounce and walk out? He cannot. Bhagavan does not advocate sannyas to Arjuna. And thus there is this confusion. But he has seen people walk out. he saw Vidurji walked out. Now, Vidurji is considered to be a Jnani in Mahabharata, you know. In fact, Vyas Maharshi ji, whenever any words come out of the mouth of Vidurji, it is called Vidur Niti. So, Arjuna is thinking people did do that, but those were not ordinary people. So, Arjuna doesn't understand that. Thus, this question keeps on coming up in Arjuna's mind that why, Bhagavan, are you asking me to engage in karma? Punaha yogam cha shamsasi. Again, you extol, you praise karma yoga and not sannyas. Why, oh Lord, you are doing that? So now Bhagavan answers again. Same answer he is going to give. He is going to be consistent in his teaching throughout the whole Bhagavad Gita. So just because sometimes, you know, a student may keep on asking the same question to the teacher, hoping that the teacher's answer changes. But Bhagavan is, he's the Lord of the universe over here. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru. He knows what he's talking about and has taken the avatar of Parthasarthi over here as Yogeshwar. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Sannyasa Karma Yogascha Nishreyasa Karavubho Tayostu Karma Samyasat Karma Yogo Vishishyate. So Bhagavan says, Shri Bhagavanu Vacha Sannyasa Karma Yogascha. Sannyas, the path of renunciation, sannyas, the path of knowledge, indicated by the path of renunciation, and karma yogascha, cha, and karma yoga, the path of karma yoga and the lifestyle choice of householder. But there is no choice because Arjuna is already married. So he has already lost that choice. So Nishreyasa Karavubho, both of them give absolute good. It leads to the absolute highest. Nishreyasa. Not just Shreyas, absolute good. One should not think that just because I am a householder, I am inferior to a sannyasi. A lot of people think that way. Yes, in our culture, we respect a sannyasi for the vows that they have taken and the lifestyle choice that they have taken upon. But the mental temperament is appropriate for that person to live a secluded life of vichar. That's all. So Bhagavan says, don't put yourself down because you are a householder. Both the sannyas lifestyle and the household life, nishreyasa karavubho, both of them lead to the absolute good. So we should not think that just because I am not a sannyasi, kya humko kaisi mukti milne wali hai. No, it's not like that, mukti is not available for a householder. Actually, I have come across more self-realized souls who are householders than sannyasis. In my experience of 26 years, I have come across more householders who are jnanis than sannyasis. It's the life of sannyas is not easy. Life of a householder is also not easy. Whichever we pick, there are difficulties. There are ups and downs in both lifestyle choices. But Bhagavan says, if we go through either one of these properly by implementing the sadhana of Karma Yoga supplemented by Jnana Yoga, both of it together, Nishreyasa Karavubho, both will lead to absolute good. Tayoho, of these two, Karma Sannyasat, Karma Yogo Vishishyate. Renunciation, Karma Sannyasat, renouncing karma, then that Karma Yoga, engaging in action, Vishishyate. It is superior, it is better. Even Bhagwan advocates that one should live a life of Karma Yoga. That's why in our pledge, Gurudev has said, giving more than what we take, you know. Even a sannyasi, I am considered to be a missionary. I'm not living a classic life of a sannyasi, renouncing everything and begging for bhiksha twice a day, living underneath a tree and things like that. No, I do live in an ashram. I run an ashram, but it is for the sake of the well-being of the other three ashramas of the society. And for that, as a sannyasi, Karma Yoga is a must. In this ashram of sannyas, via the Karma Yoga of doing Bal Vihar, teaching classes, running everything, all these things, it adds to the growth. Thus, Bhagavan says over here that if an able body is there, it should never be wasted, either sannyasi or a householder. The equipment must be used for the welfare of the society. Thus, Bhagavan says, Tayohos tu karma sannyasat karma yogo vishishyate. Karma yoga is very, very, very important. Our Gurudev, Swami Chinmayanandji, immediately in those days, flying from India to United States, he would land, take shower, get ready. Immediately, the class would be there. He says, if I don't teach a class, I have not earned my bhiksha. This was his thought. That if I'm living in this sanstha, I must educate householders and people of all the other three ashrams, brahmacharya ashrams, grahastha ashram, vanaprastha. I must educate them on the tenets of Shastra. As a sannyasi, having studied it, this is how bhiksha is earned. Otherwise, no bhiksha. So when people like me take sannyas, we are called Vividisha sannyasis. Vividisha meaning sannyas as a means to realization. Tapovanji Maharaj is called Vidvat sannyasi. He was already a self-realized soul. Nobody was willing to give him sannyas in those days because they thought, everybody thought, what authority do I have to give sannyas to you? He was such a great man of realization, in abidance, in awareness. He gave himself sannyas in Narmada and called himself Swami Tyagananda. But then when he went to Himalayas in Uttarkashi, people in the Mathadipati of Kailash Ashram said, give us the bhagya. The sannyas ashram will have shobha if you take sannyas properly. So Taponji Maharaj agreed. And that is called Vidvat Sannyasi. Sannyas is not required. What is sannyas when one is a self-realized soul? It means nothing. But yet he took it for the sake of setting a standard. Yad yad acharati shreshta tatta devetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate. He sets a standard for a lifestyle choice. He said, you are doing favor to the sannyas ashram. Sannyas will not do anything to you, but the sannyas ashram will get glory when a person who has properly lived takes it. Thus, Bhagavan Krishna over here, you can clearly see he is not advocating sannyas. Bhagavan Krishna is advocating the lifestyle choice of a householder and the sadhana of karma yoga. This is Bhagavan Krishna's firm conclusion. Now, in case if somebody wants to take sannyas, Bhagavan describes the mental temperament of what a sannyasi should be. And by saying that, what he's saying is, Arjuna, if a householder happens to have a mental temperament like this, he's as good as sannyasi. He need not take sannyas. So two things Bhagavan is saying. One, in case if you want to take sannyas, you better think twice. This is what the qualification is. And second, if there is a householder who fits this qualification, good, he's already a sannyasi. Then he need not take sannyas. So, third shloka. Neyasya nitya sannyasi yo na dveshti na kankshati nirdvandvo hi mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. So Bhagavan says, Arjuna, saha Gneyaha nitya sannyasi. This eternal sannyasi, Arjuna, you know, who is he? Yaha na dveshti na kankshati. That person has absolutely no hatred and has absolutely no desires. Two qualifications Bhagavan has given. Zero desires, the one who desires not, and the one who hates not. These are the two qualifications to be a sannyasi. Nirdvandvo hi mahabaho, and this person, nirdvandva, freed from all pairs of opposites. Why? Because no desires. No desires pulling in this direction or that direction. Absolutely none. Because of that, sukham bandhat pramuchyate. This person easily, Bhagavan is saying, easily he is liberated from all types of bondage. Even if this vasana is a giant bundle of vasana, but if this person has grown into absolute renunciation of desires, the vasanas will burn in the fire of knowledge. They cannot do anything. That person's life is completely terminated while alive. So what are the corollaries we can take from this shloka? Living in a household life, if we can develop vairagya and have no desires, it will qualify us to earn liberation and mukti. So what Bhagavan is implying is, in the stage where you are, Arjuna, give up your hatred. Because Arjuna has intense hatred for Duryodhana. The war is because of Duryodhana and Dushasana and what they have done to Draupadi. Bhima has vowed that he will rip the thighs of Duryodhana and give the blood to Draupadi so she can apply it in her hair. They all made a vow after the game of dice. Each one of them to pluck one of them. This is intense hatred. And we see on Krishna Janmashtami day, we chant Vishnu Sahasranamam. But when Yudhishthir did his Rajasuya Yajna and he worshipped Bhagavan Krishna, we see that his own cousin had nothing but Gali Sahasranama, And Bhagavan kept on taking all these insults, but no hatred. Absolutely no hatred. Shishupal kept on insulting Bhagavan. And Bhagavan remained quiet, calm, because there is no hatred. So Bhagavan knows what he's saying over here. He has gone through insults of Shishupal, and all he had promised Shishupal's mother is, I will let him live for 99 times he can insult me. 100 times I will take care of him. Before even the event arrived, he had already told. There was always jealousy, always hatred. And Krishna silently, in fact, Yudhishthir gets agitated that in his Rajasuya Yajna in Indraprastha, he is worshipping Bhagavan, and over here Shishupal has hijacked this whole Rajasuya Yajna. And ugly mess has come out in the Raj Sabha. And Bhagavan just looks at Yudhishthir, raises his hands and says, be quiet, be quiet. And Bhagavan takes care of Shishupal. Yes, it leaves a very ugly mark of beheading him in the Raj Sabha. But he was calm. And he asked Yudhishthir, continue. Dantavaktra also, when he found out, again Bhagavan took care of that. The main thing is, when we live in this world of opposites, there will be ample of people who instigate us, who press our right buttons to release some anger, to release some hatred. And if we can conquer that, Bhagavan says, Arjuna, you're already a sannyasi then. Why do you want to take sannyas? Yona dveshtina kankshati. If the hatred is removed, if we can somehow learn to live in this world with extreme joy and acceptance of other, and tending to our dharma, Bhagavan says you have a winning card. Yo na dveshti na kankshati. Nirdvandvo hi mahabaho, the one freed from all different types of dualities, sukham bandhat pramuchyate. Easily, this person will be liberated from all bondages. In fact, the person is Jivan Mukta. Jivan api muktaha. That even reminds me what, Mahaperyava had said. Such a great illumined soul presiding over Kanchi Mutt, Pithadipati of Kanchi Mutt, a great self-realized soul. But what to do? He's presiding over a conservative matham. So even as a sannyasi, he has 1,000 rules he has to follow. And he looks on the other side in Tiruvannamalai, Raman Maharshi ji Aram is sitting over there. No upadhi of any matha. Absolutely free. So even a sannyasi is bound by the sannyas dharma of the matha. Mahaperyava used to say, I'm not as free as you think I'm free. But if we get rid of this yona dveshtina kankshati, which we see it beautifully in Raman Maharshi ji's life. Silently bus, ever absorbed in the samadhi of Arunachala. No pomp, no show. In his own ashram, he would stand in line for food. His own ashram. People would come in and he would absolutely know, if they are all standing, who am I? I will also stand. He would stand in his own ashram for bhiksha. Because he accepted all as the extension of Annamalai. Bhagavan, bas. This God consciousness, self-realization, it sounds so beautiful. But we have to sacrifice great to achieve it. And the sacrifice is, we have to give up our raga and dveshas. And we are secretly attached to our raga and dveshas. Even a little pillow that we use to sleep at night time, we are attached to it. Then what to talk about the prapanch maya in front of us, Beautifully we see in the life of Raman Maharshi ji, no possession, no attachment. And many householders came and lived with him. He also never advocated sannyas. Ramana Maharshi ji never advocated sannyas to anyone. He never gave sannyas to anyone. He said, I have not taken. How can I give you? So great men only talk about how we can improve our life. Improving our life is the goal, and not the external adjustments of clothes or a place that we live. Continuing, Shloka number 4. Sankhya yogo pruthak balaha pravadanti na panditaha ekamapyastita samyak ubhayor vindate phalam. Balaha, children, meaning a little children, inferior intellect. They are not very learned. Balaha pravadanti Sankhya yogo pruthak. Sankhya yogo pruthak. Little children, you know, when they are playing, they say, oh, my marble is better than your marble. My marble color is better than your marble color. And girls, my Barbie doll is better looking than your Barbie doll. This is the talk of a child. This is better, this is not. So Bhagavan says, the one who says path of knowledge and path of action, if they are different, pruthak, balaha pravadanti na pandita, the wise one never says that they are different. Ekamapi astitah samyak, very well if one abides in them. Ubhayor vindate phalam, the person will gain the fruit of both. The path of knowledge and the path of karma, they will be victorious in life if they understand that knowledge and action actually, over here, Sankhya Yoga, the path of knowledge and the path of karma are actually both one. There are no two paths. Path is only one. The first step is karma yoga, preparation. And even when we join a company, they keep us 90 days in observation to see if we are picking up, if we are learning, and if the learning curve is proper. And once we've learned, good, it will continue. To learn about the absolute truth, to learn about life, to learn about integrating one's own life in this vast universe around us, it's not a left-hand play. It is a function of evolved understanding. We have wars going around in the world in the name of religion. In the name of religion. In the Holy Land, there is only peace talks. There is no peace. Peace has yet to arrive. So sad. We remove one place of worship, put another one, remove that one, put another one. We are just changing the garb on this planet. One brick is removed, another brick is put. But we never adjust the bricks inside our mind. The adjustments of building a Ram temple within the mind is more important. And invoking Rama on the inside and living the life of Rama is more important than building a temple of the Rama. This is what I have understood from Bhagavan Krishna's language. That's why ekamapi astitah samyak ubhayor vindate phalam. Person will obtain fruit of both. Thus, a wise person never puts down somebody's abidance in their faith. A wise person never does that. Bhagavan says, Pandita na. A wise person never says this is better, that is wrong, this is. He will encourage them to do their best where they are. We will continue with Shloka number 5 onwards next week. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om.